Okay, The Biggest Loser is back, and I have something to say. Alright, first of all, does anyone remember how problematic The Biggest Loser actually was?
I'm not trying to quit. I'm not
Well,
trying to quit.
then do it, Joelle. Stop saying all these words. Quit talking. I'm sick of just words. Talk. Shut the up. Just do it.
Where, okay, so let's see, we take all these obese people, we put them on this little island secluded from the world and temptations. Actually, no, not secluded from temptations. I do recall they would bring in like pizza and cupcakes and try to tempt the contestants into eating these temptations.
Yeah, instead of eating 11 cupcakes, why don't you work out for more than an hour yesterday?
And like, they would just do all sorts of crazy stuff like that, right? But anyway, so the goal of The Biggest Loser is to lose the most weight. That's the goal, right? And why is this problematic? It's because of the way they approach the weight loss. So they're putting contestants on extreme calorie restriction, and they're exercising for like 18 hours a day. So why do I have a problem with this? Well, because it's just not how you realistically lose weight in the real world, right? And we have these contestants coming on the show, people in the real world are watching it, and they're thinking, oh, I need to restrict my calories like in an extreme intense amount, and I need to do all these intense exercises. And this is problematic for several reasons. So it turns out a lot of the contestants on the show, like 90% of the contestants on the show, they all gained weight back, or they actually ended up being heavier than when they started. So it turns out when people are restricted, for their calories are super restricted, and they're doing intense exercise, that causes you to develop what's called metabolic syndrome. So your metabolism greatly slows down.
But we're finding out that in order for us to keep our calorie burn at the same rate of a normal person, that we're having to work out 2 hours a day.
He says his metabolism dropped to such a low point, in order to maintain his current 295 pounds, he has to eat 800 calories less than a typical man his size. 430 pounds before the show, 191 pounds right after. And since then, he's gained back more than 100 pounds.
Now that I know that I'm burning 600 calories less per day than I was 6 years ago, what does the future hold for me? I almost feel like my body my destiny is, am I going to gain all the weight back? Is my destiny going to be as an overweight woman because my body is fighting me?
And then, okay, another problem with the show is they don't teach people skills to bring into their everyday lives. So in my view, if you're someone who if you're an obese person, the secret for your success is going to be consistency. It's going to be exercise that you can do every day, low impact exercise, like walking every day, even just like a 30-minute walk a day. If you're an obese person, that is ample exercise for you to lose weight. On The Biggest Loser, what they do is they'll have you do like crazy intense workouts, like obese people doing like box jumps. Do you know how insane a box jump is? Like, I don't even really do box jumps because I find them hard on my knees. So just imagine if I was carrying an extra 200 pounds doing a box jump, I would probably break my ankle or even my knee. And it's just not responsible of this show to show other people at home that you can go ahead and do a box jump if you're, 500 pounds. You shouldn't be doing a box jump, I'm sorry. And what you should be doing is just moderate exercise, getting your heart rate up, doing sustainable changes that you can incorporate into your lifestyle, not doing these insane workouts, not doing these insane calorie restrictions. The goal for sustainable weight loss is you cannot feel deprived. You can't, because it's not sustainable over a long period of time. If you feel deprived, you're gonna start binging. If you start binging, you're gonna gain weight. If you start gaining weight, you're gonna feel discouraged, you're gonna go off the rails, and you might completely give up, right? And that's not what you want. The goal for weight loss, it needs to be something sustainable. So what makes weight loss sustainable? You want to be able to lose weight without feeling deprivation. So basically you want to eat the most amount of calories you can while still losing weight. So for most people, if you take your basal metabolic rate, subtract 500 from that, and you eat that many calories per day, you'll lose about a pound a week, and that's without doing like any exercise at all. So add a walk onto that every day, and you'll probably, especially if you're overweight people lose weight a lot faster than the people who are not overweight. Like, just have a 500 calorie deficit every day, go for a walk for 30 minutes a day. That's all you need to do to start improving your health and to start losing weight. And these shows like Biggest Loser, they're so dangerous because they're giving the wrong message. They're saying you need to do all this crazy stuff, this intense exercise that no one in their right mind would recommend to somebody who's overweight. It's just because they're on TV and they need to make it all flashy. So those are some of my problems with the show. This show, I just remembered, is sponsored by none other than Planet Fitness. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with Planet Fitness, but this is a gym where you cannot wear a tank top at this gym. Or anything, you can't wear spandex shorts. You can't wear basically normal gym attire. I literally was at Planet Fitness wearing this exact shirt, and they kicked me out. Because they said that my clothing was too revealing and it was making other members feel uncomfortable, if you can believe that. They actually brought out like the dress code on a piece of paper, and they're like, hi, so just before you leave, we're gonna go through this dress code line by line, and we're gonna show you all the areas of the dress code you violated. And I was like, okay, and they're like, yeah, this is a judgment-free zone. And when you go to Planet Fitness, all over the place it says like no judgment. And I said to the guy, I was like, I have never felt more judged in a gym in my life than at Planet Fitness. And he was kind of like, yeah, well, it's just like a judgment-free zone, so if you could just not. Yeah. And then I was like, clearly I'm not coming back, right? But this gym is insane. And this is the gym that sponsors The Biggest Loser. And this gym is very problematic in its own right. Like, they feed members pizza and bagels. Oh, when I was there, they had Tootsie Rolls. They were just offering Tootsie Rolls they just have like a big thing of Tootsie Rolls. And then you look over at the treadmill and there's all of these overweight people walking on the treadmill, which is great. That is amazing. But they're eating Tootsie Rolls. And there's like Tootsie Rolls just scattered throughout the place, just like little wrappers here and there, just like reminders of temptation. Like when I was there, I wanted to eat a Tootsie Roll. I haven't even thought about Tootsie Rolls since I was a child, and it's just like, it's so corrupt because what they're doing is they want to keep the members fat so they never leave and move on to a gym for more advanced people. I mean, you guys, this gym is crazy. You're not allowed to if you do a squat there, they ring an alarm. It's called a lunk alarm, and you can't do squats if you set a weight down too loud, which apparently I was doing, which I am so careful in the gym. I know I was not doing this, but apparently I set a weight down and it clinked and it made a noise and it made people feel uncomfortable. So this gym is problematic, right? It's basically for people who don't want to get in shape, but they want to feel good about having a gym membership. And then we have this show, which is sponsored by this gym. So it's just like this perfect marriage of everything problematic in the fitness industry in this one show, right? So I'm very interested to see what the new show is gonna be like. Are they gonna continue with their problematic ways? My hope for the show is that they should teach people sustainable weight loss methods. They enforce the value of consistency, and they teach people how to eat at a moderate calorie deficit to lose a moderate amount of weight and keep it off over a long period of time. But what I have a feeling is gonna happen, because it's obviously a show to lose the most weight still, that has not changed. How are you gonna lose the most weight? By extreme calorie deprivation. I have a feeling the only thing that's gonna change is maybe they're not gonna shove cupcakes down their contestants' throat, but I really don't have high hopes, to be honest with you, for this show. So that's kind of it. I'm hoping it's a good show. I'm gonna go watch it right now, and hey guys, if you like this video, please subscribe, and I'm gonna be posting regular content about fat loss and just commentary on like stuff going on in the fitness world. So please subscribe, give me a like if you like, and I'll see you in the next one. All right guys, bye. Love you. All right guys, bye.